So this is a question for Sam. On Wednesday night in Denver, when you were speaking with Robin, you said two things that I thought were somewhat in conflict. You said, I have no religious attachment to the Second Amendment, but then you also admitted that in a previous discussion, your mind had been changed about the potential outcomes of the 2016 election. So you were essentially admitting that there was corruption in the government, or there could be problems with the government, but then you're also saying that you had no attachment to the Second Amendment. Could you more clearly define that?
I don't see the connection between those two things, though. Are you saying that one would be attached to the Second Amendment as a way of reserving the right to defend yourself against a bad government? Is that the?
Well, that's the way it's defined, right? I mean, that's the way the
yeah. I mean, so I just think we've outgrown that construal of the Second Amendment, and that's not my argument for gun ownership, insofar as I have one, is not that someday you, in the worst case scenario, will be able to defend yourself against the full might of a deranged American military, right? I mean, if the Navy SEALs come for you with their guns, you've got a problem. And no matter how many AR-15s you have stockpiled.
Yeah.
So, and I just thought, I think the case for, again, this does actually come back to seeing the world through a woman's eyes in many respects. I mean, if you look at the case for gun ownership for me is a woman living alone with a young child, and someone kicks in her door in the middle of the night. What technology do you want her to have a legal right to have to defend herself, right? And if you say nothing, she should just have a kitchen knife or a baseball bat or a golf club, or she should just dial 911. That's not where I come out ethically. I think she should have more than that, and the price we pay as a society for allowing people to own guns is ethically focused for me on that case. Now, this all goes out the window the moment we have a non-lethal alternative to a gun that has all the defensive characteristics of a gun. So once you get something that I've kind of euphemistically or comically called a super taser, once you have a taser that really works just like a gun, but's non-lethal, then I think we should absolutely get rid of the Second Amendment. I think we would want this non-lethal alternative that works just as well as a gun, and I think that one day that will come. But I think that this piece of NRA propaganda is true. It doesn't make it less true that it's NRA propaganda. Guns are an equalizer. A gun is the only weapon you can put in someone's hand that generally nullifies the difference between size and strength and athleticism and all the rest. And I feel that law-abiding people should have a right to equalize that difference, given the reality of violence. So, yeah.